Hello, thank you for joining me today on Staci Lee Beauty. I wanted to do a look inspired by some new makeup. I don't want to say exactly dupe. I mean, I have it, it's kind of a dupe because the colors are inspired by those. Since I don't have the new palette, I can't really say 100% a dupe because the formulas probably are different, but hopefully that makes sense. If you are new here, thank you for stopping on by, and I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, that you will keep on coming back and seeing me. So the ColourPop palette that I figured I would use today, or go off of, let me rephrase, is the Sparkler, and we're going to use the Tati Beauty. And I just am looking at the ColourPop website, looking at one of their eye looks to try to recreate it. And I will put that down in the corner of the video so you can kind of see how I'm doing compared to that. Taking a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go in with Ritual Matte on here, and that is kind of mimicking Seltzer color from ColourPop. Whoa, I forgot how pigmented these are. Went a little too high, but that's okay, we can correct that. And then I'm taking, this is a Farrah brush. This is my absolute favorite brush for eyes. It's called Fly Wings, and it's just so nice because you can kind of go and create that so you know where the wing is. I love it. This was from one of the Ipsy boxes, and so happy with it. For the Sweet On color, I'm going to use the Tati Ritual Metallic. It almost looks like she has some orange on the lid, but there's not really an orange color on here, so I'm seeing if that is kind of gonna create that. Okay, since I went so high up, too high up, I'm just gonna take concealer and just to kind of bring that down because I didn't mean to go that high. So that is a little trick. If you bring it up too high, but you don't want to add more powdered products right there, you can just put a little concealer and bam. Then to attempt to get the Coca-Cola, that color, what I'm going to do is first put on some black shadow right in the outer corner, and then I'm going to go over that with the Ritual Matte. So if you have a white in your palette, you can lighten up the shade, and if you have black, you can darken it. And I'm just going to go back to the Ritual Matte and put that over there. I did plan this look out, but in my head I didn't practice, and I just forgot how pigmented the black is in the Tati. So again, I'm just gonna kind of dab that on just because it's just so pigmented that I feel like the black was showing just a little bit too much. I wanted to darken this brown, but not quite that much. I'm going to go back to the Ritual Metallic and just go along the top part here. Yeah, I feel like mine is looking a lot darker than hers. But we're not done. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This has nothing on it. I just like to do this sometimes if my eye look I feel like is looking too dark, just to kind of buff it all out. So it's kind of becoming a hot mess, but I'm not going to take this off and redo it because this is going to show that you can still correct even if you feel like it's not quite how you were thinking it would go in your head. If you wanted to take it all off, you could, but if you don't want to, you can still correct and save the look. I shouldn't say correct, but save the look. And we're going back to the Ritual. There we go, that brightened it up so it's not quite so dark. All right, I feel like that's looking better. So for the extra bubbly color, I'm going to take the Soothe Metallic and I'm gonna apply that with my finger. I feel like that's a pretty good, I don't know about dupe, but you know, looks pretty close to that color, I feel like. Just taking a clean, fluffy brush just to blend that shimmery color into the other one so there's not a harsh line. Now what I'm going to do is wet the brush, and I'm going to use these same shades as eyeliner for the lower lash line like she has in the picture. And then I'm going to go to that Soothe Metallic with a tiny concealer brush and just bring that down. Okay, so we are back, and what do you think? Now on this eye, I did put down the brown first and then the black and then the brown again, and that did work better, just as an FYI. Do you think I captured the look? You know, obviously it's not exact, but I think that if you didn't want to pick up that palette and use something that you have, I think that you could, that this would do. Now let's talk about some other palettes that I had in my collection that I thought could work for some of these. Now if you have the e.l.f. the Bite Size Cream and Sugar, of course this isn't exact, but the dark color for Coca-Cola, and then this shimmer color for Sweet On, and then probably that one for Extra Fizz. For Sorbet, the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. Pixie, the Rosette Ray. If you did have the Tati Beauty palette, I think what you could do is you could use the Poet Row and the Aurora Row and kind of mix those together to kind of create some similar colors as that. And it might be a little bit hard to get the shaken color from this one, but I feel like the California Love, you could create the other colors if you wanted to use those. If you had both of the Pixies, this is the Hazelnut Haze, I think that the orange in here you could use for that. If you have the ColourPop X's and O's for Creamsicle, I think you could create some similar looks. So there are some palettes from my collection that I thought could kind of mimic those. Let me know if you agree, if you have anything in your collection that you think would also be a match. And I have a question for you. So since one of the palettes is called Creamsicle, I really like creamsicles, but I'm interested to know, do you like creamsicles? Are you a popsicle, creamsicle, fudge bar kind of person? Which is your favorite? If I have to pick a favorite, that would be hard. Probably a good old-fashioned popsicle or a fudgesicle. That's good too. But let me know if you have a favorite ice cream type treat like that. And thank you so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will come back and see me, and have a good rest of the day or evening, wherever you are. Thank you again for watching. See you next time. Bye.